Hello everyone, Cheryl M here from CHER&CHARLIES Personal Crafts. I'm going to do a decoupaged basket tonight. I already painted it white. It was an old basket that my sweet neighbor gave to me, and everyone asked me to decoupage the napkins and not the materials, so I have some napkins cut out. We're not going to do the whole basket. We're just going to put, like I did on the cake plate, I'm going to put a little bit of decoupage. I got to move this up a little bit on the basket, and then decide later what we're going to do. Now, using napkins are different. Like I told you before, I bought these napkins that I have are just 2-ply. Most napkins are 3-ply. I'm going to use the white part as tissues to wipe my hands. Now, so this is a little bit different technique. What you're going to need is some saran wrap. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. A basket, which I got free from my sweet neighbor, and it was a little beat up, but however I painted it white. And the napkins that you use, whatever the background is, that is the color that you want. Like, see the white in here? That's the color you want to paint your basket. I have tons of paint, and I just bought new white chalk paint, so that worked out perfectly fine. I got some little notes here from that channel that I told you about. I can't think of it right now, but it's just, if you Google decoupage, this lady comes right up. You can check my last video and find out her name. So we're going to use a brush like this. I'll show you. And I'm going to use these old napkins. I'm going to push it back a little bit so I don't knock this over. A brush something like this. If you can get a round brush in this texture, like a stronger bristles, that would be fine. But this is the only brush I have that's similar. And I have my napkins already separated. They're ready to go. I don't know. She claims if you're going to do it, this isn't my first time, but she claims to do it a little at a time. It makes it a little easier because I haven't done this on a basket in a while. Let's see. The saran wrap we're going to use to press the napkin down. So I'm going to show you that procedure because it's a little bit different. All right, so we have our basket, and I'm going to put this down so you can watch me. I hope everybody's okay tonight. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit tired from all the stress of this situation with this coronavirus. It's just frightening. I don't know. So if you have this kind of strong bristle brush, try to get into all the grooves of the basket. And I'm going to do a little section at a time just to make it easier on me because I haven't done a basket, like I said, in a while. So, and we'll just put our little pieces on. And I'm going to get the saran wrap ready. A piece of saran wrap ready to go. And she recommends using, every time you use the saran wrap, to press it down on the napkins to get a clean piece of napkin for the next section, which makes sense because they'll stick. Okay. So I know it's going to be hard for you to see this, but I'm going to do the best I can. So you tap it down a little bit, the section of the napkin. Okay, and I'm kind of doing it backwards so you guys can see. And instead of decoupaging over it, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to take the saran wrap over it and pull it tight on both sides and the bottom and just press it on get into the grooves. I'm gonna have to turn this around, I'm sorry. We're gonna press it really, really tight and get into the grooves. That's why it's important that the background of the napkin matches the basket. Just gently get in there. And do not apply any Mod Podge right away. We have to wait for this to dry. Alright, so now we're going to gently pull it off and hope that none of the napkin peels off. Okay. Alright, so I kind of think I should press it a little more. She said to tighten it really tight, and I can see why. Because it's hard to get into all those little grooves. Alright, we're going to try to pull it off gently. Okay, and there's one part done. So I think I'm going to get another piece of saran wrap. I get it at the Dollar Tree, so it's not like I'm spending a fortune. And we'll get this ready for the next section. All right, I'm going to put maybe a little bit of a flour right in here. Don't forget to pull apart your napkins. Like I said, most are 3-ply. This was a 2-ply. All right, so we'll take one little flour. We'll put that there. And try to get into all the little grooves of the basket. Like I said, do not put any Mod Podge until that napkin dries completely. Probably at least 4 or 5 hours. So we'll put a little flour here, press it down gently. So I'll have a matching basket to my cake plate. Get a clean piece of saran wrap. And kind of stretch it down tight. And kind of press it down into all the little grooves. Could be tighter. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and hopefully liking this video and ringing the bell so that you can be notified when I upload another video. I'd really appreciate that. All right, so I'm not as good as this as the decoupage queen, I'll tell you that, but we'll do the best we can. I'm a beginner at this. All right, so there's our next flour. I think that's enough for this section. So we'll turn it over into this section. Looks kind of cute, I guess. Okay, so we'll do this side now. I got all my little pieces of napkins. So I'm going to do the other side. Use the same technique, and then we're going to wait for it to dry, and then we will Mod Podge right over the flowers once they're dry. So I will return, and please remember like I said, to subscribe to my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. I'll be back. Okay, everyone, I finished up Mod Podging the areas that I wanted to do, and I would like to show it to you. I wanted a lot of empty spots. I did it all the way around, but I didn't do the bottom yet. I may do a couple on the bottom, I'm not sure. I think it's fine the way it is. Now, like I said, you place the Mod Podge on the basket after you paint it, and paint the background, the color of the background of the napkin. Place the napkins on gently with the little cutouts that you want to use. Then get a nice piece of saran wrap to fit the area you're working with, and lay it on the basket and press gently to get the Mod Podge in the seams of the basket. And I'm looking at it, I hope I did a good job. You have to make sure it's all, because it's napkin. Like I said, this is a little bit harder than the material, because the material is a lot thicker. So then after that, we are going to let it dry. I'm going to put the fan on it. I think I have one more little flower here I may put somewhere. I'm not sure where. And we're going to let this dry for a couple hours, and then I'll be back, and are going to apply Mod Podge all over it. But it has to be completely dry. If it's not dry tonight, I'm going to have to come back and do it tomorrow morning, because if I seem frustrated, I am. Like, they're closing the schools, and my poor daughters, I think both my daughters, I only heard from one, they have no one to watch the kids. I don't know why no one's thinking about that. They're thinking about feeding the children, but who's going to watch them? And the elderly grandparents, like yours truly, I have a chronic condition, and I could easily get sick, and not to mention I don't have the strength. But I have to help my daughters. So I just can't believe that they're not helping these workers out, the moms and the dads that have to work. It's like, oh, we got to worry about feeding the kids. Well, that's nice, but who watches them? So I'm a little stressed out worrying about my daughter and my grandkids. I just know the Lord will work it out, but that's kind of on my mind. Anyway, I'm just hoping everything turns out. It's just a mess. I went to the store, no toilet paper, no water. It's like people are acting crazy. It's like the end of the world. I know it's bad, but I don't think you have to buy every roll of toilet paper in the building, so I don't know. That's just me. So I got a 6-pack of water, because I cannot drink tap water. And it's just been really stressful. And I'm sure everyone out there is stressed out also. I did manage to get Purell. Thank God. I bought that earlier, and I have it in my purse, and I wash my hands the minute I go out the door and come in the door. So everyone be careful, and if I seem a little stressed out, I am. Hello to all my friends, Donna, Rose, Deborah, on and on and on. Let's let this dry. I'm going to put a fan on it. Let me have a cup of coffee. Maybe that'll calm me down. Okay, I'll be back. Hi everyone, I'm back. It is dry enough. I'll let you see it. It's dry enough. And this was subscriber's idea to use the same napkins. Sorry, I gotta get this hair out of my way. I have the fan on drying because I'm working on something else. Because you know me, I can't stop crafting. Sorry about my hair, but I had to get it out of the way with all this glue. So it's dry enough, and I even put one on the bottom. Isn't that cute? And because I have the high fan on, now it's on low. I'm going to show you all the way around so you can see our work. I always say our work because you guys inspire me. All right, Charlie wants to go to bed, but I told him, Grandma's got to finish this. All right, so next step, we are going to apply another full layer of Mod Podge on the whole basket. Not just the spots that we did the napkins, the whole basket. When we're all done that, then I'm going to have to let it dry overnight for sure to let it cure. And then tomorrow night, I'll show you what it looks like. And I have some other ideas I'm going to do with the handle. But the last but not least is, I'm so glad I bought this huge bottle of Mod Podge. I'm going through it like crazy. And my new brushes. The next thing I'm going to do after it dries tomorrow is I'm going to show you the spray base coat that I put on to get that nice shine, and it'll cure it and keep it nice. It won't fall apart. So let's get started. We're going to put another layer of Mod Podge on here. And then in the edges of the basket that I have overlapped a little, like say right here, no problem. I have a nice nail file. You can just file them in one direction and file it right off. Now I think this is dry enough to give it the last coat. So I have a lot here on the paper plate. I'll let you see it. I'm trying so hard to let you see everything, but with this silly tripod it's kind of hard. So we'll start in one section and we'll go around, and as far as a coat, I would put a nice mid to thick coat, because this is going to be the last one until I'm even going to do up here to give it a nice little shine, the edges, until we let it cure and dry overnight. And then after that, we're going to put a beautiful Mod Podge base coat, which I love this spray that I bought. I'm almost out of it. So why I'm doing this, let me tell you about my sale for the wreath, and I would love to have your guys' opinion. I am the worst salesperson in the world. That's why I think I'm poor. I'm not poor, but I sure as heck I'm not rich. And I'm going to tell you what happened. So if you guys have any ideas as to, or tell me what you would do, I would appreciate it. Okay, so it took me, this lady came to me that lives here and told me she wanted a wreath. I didn't start the wreath because I didn't have the money to get the wreath form. I wanted to use oh my goodness, what's the name of it? The twig wreath form for Easter, because I think that represents Easter. They didn't have any of, there's another type of twig form, but they didn't have them. So it was around $6 for the wreath form, and it was 14-inch, by the way. So before I started it, before I purchased the wreath form, I saw her in the hall, and I said, "Are you the one that wanted the wreath?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, I'm going to start it, but I want such and such." I'm just going to tell you, $20. And that is so low. But I figure they're old here, I'll cut them a break. But believe me, I didn't make hardly any money off of it. But I also always think to myself, they're old, and you get a sale, maybe I'll get more sales. Okay. I said, "It's $20. I said, "I just want to let you know the price." She said, "Yes." I said, "So you're sure?" She said, "Yes." I went out, I got the flowers, which I showed you, the purple and the pink. They were very expensive flowers. They were not cheap at all. And I made her the wreath. It took me 2 days, and then I decided to add the cross. So I made the beautiful cross. That only took me about an hour. And start to finish and let it dry. So I got done and I ran it up to her apartment. She's on down. She's on the 3rd floor. Seems to be a very nice lady. She did purchase one from me before, so I thought everything would be okay. I do remember her at Christmas time. So I took it up to her. I was so proud of it. People were running into me in the hall saying, "Oh my God, Cheryl, that's beautiful." And I told them, it was for her, and I sold it to her. Some of them are not very nice. I don't know how to explain it. They're just not very friendly. But anyway, that's besides the point. Knock on her door, no answer. I come back down, called her, found her phone number in the registry, called her up. She goes, "Yeah, I'm here. Bring up the wreath." I said, "Okay." I go in. She has a beautiful apartment, lovely furniture, the whole 9 yards. Told me to sit down. sat down. She goes in her room and brings me out $10. Something's on this wreath. I got to get it off. It looks like a hair or something. Hold on. And I think, so I got to pull this off. So I said, okay, I'll sit here. She comes out of her room. She says, here's $10. I'll give you the rest later. I'm good for it. Now, she didn't say when to come back. She didn't say, you come back or I'll put it under your door. Now, mind you, I put my phone number, my apartment number on the card I gave her. And I wrote a little letter about the work I put into it. I use high quality materials. I don't use junk wreaths forms. I do that when I sell my wreaths. Okay, so I said to her, oh, okay. And, she says, well, I bought one from you before. I said, yeah, I think I remember. So I was dumbfounded. And I got a really good heart. So I'm like, okay, she'll pay me. That was yesterday afternoon. Haven't heard from her. She hasn't called me. She hasn't said come down and get the money. And I'm like really waiting on a check to come myself, which I don't want to, people think I'm dying or anything, but I really could use that $10. And I don't know what to do. And so I have a letter written that I'm going to write to her and just tell her I really would like to have the money. When should I come get it? And, I don't know what else to do. I'm not good at this kind of thing. And yet I know as a businesswoman, if I want to make money, even make what I deserve, that I have to be tougher. Now, my friend who sells wreaths, my good friend Olivia, her daughter, she has her wreaths priced really high. For instance, 16-inch wreath. It's beautiful, all full of tulips. She charges $80, okay? And I put a picture up. You saw the wreath I made. And I can't do that. I'm not going to go to gouge people, but not that she is. Her wreaths are beautiful. She's really good at it, way better than I am. But I don't know what to do, and I feel like I just am angry with myself because I feel like people are taking advantage of me. And I don't know what to do. So if you guys have any ideas to toughen me up or give me advice on how to retrieve the money I'm owed, and I undercharged her by a long shot. Honestly, if I put that up for sale, it's a custom-made wreath, I would have charged $40 easily. It's a 14-inch wreath, by the way. So tell me what you guys think. Am I overreacting? Let me know. All right, so we Mod Podge the whole basket. All right, so we're going to let this dry overnight, and I'm going to show you what I'm working on right now because when I'm stressed out, I can't keep still. Do you remember that material? This is the material that Donna sent me. Well, I am Mod Podging it on. I just love this material. It reminds me of Indian, and I found out, let me put you up here, that my daughters, my second marriage, their father they got tested, their DNA, and my daughters have, I think, I'm not sure the percent, very small percentage, like maybe 2 or 3% Asian, and I don't know, a higher of Native American, which my husband did tell me. He had a lot of Native American in him. He had the high cheekbone, dark skin. He had, you could just tell in his jaw. And so now I'm into this in Native American stuff. And so I did half, and I cut it, and I have enough to do it all the way around, and I am psyched. To put the icing on the cake, hold on. Okay, Donna is my angel. She really, I'm telling you, she spiked my, I don't know, something, because like I told you, I was in a dead slump. I thought, I can't do this anymore. I'm not talented enough. I can't keep this going. And I was really in the dumps. And then Deborah, Donna, Radha sent me these boxes, and I'm like, oh God, I can't quit. I gotta push myself to keep going. And I got all these beautiful materials and buttons and everything. Well, of course I got inspired. Anyway, this is what I'm excited about. So Donna sent me this material. I fell in love with it immediately. I said, I gotta do something with it. Wait till you see the ribbon she sent me. That as soon as I saw this ribbon, I'm like, oh yeah. Hello? Tell me that's not going to be beautiful. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to do something, and it's going to be on this basket. I'm going to surprise you because I don't even know yet. I am so psyched. I can't tell you. Crafting gets my blood going, my heart going, reason for living, not to give up. Gives me happiness and joy, and I don't have a lot of that. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm a worrier. I worry about my daughters. I worry about my grandkids. I'm a worrier. I wrote a paper in college about, she said, write about something about yourself. And I put immediately, I'm a worrier, and I can't stand it. It's a sin to worry. And I wrote a paper, and she loved it. She said, Cheryl, that's unbelievable. That's definitely you, right? I said, oh yeah, that's me. So I wish if there's anything I could change about myself, it would be worry. So I pray about it all the time. Like, God, help me to stop worrying. It's always about my daughters and my son. My son's pretty stable, but my daughters, they drive me crazy, and I'm always worried, are they going to be okay? Are they going to meet their bills? I'm just sick worrying about them all the time. And of course, that goes along with my grandkids. I love them so much. Anyway, I'm sorry to go on and on and on about this, but now this virus thing has me scared. And so anyway, we are going to have fun. I'm going to finish this basket up tomorrow. I have it under the fan. It's drying. And then I'm going to show you the Mod Podge spray that really gives it that base coat and shine. And then we're going to work on this basket tomorrow. I'm going to try to get the hard part done because it's tough, and to get it to stick to the basket. And it's going to be beautiful. I just know it. And I'm going to think all night about what I'm going to do with that ribbon, because that ribbon, yes, that's it. Anyway, thank you for watching. My little puppy is somewhere. I think he went to bed. He's tired of waiting for me. So hang on, I have to do a couple things. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm sorry for rattling on. Love you guys, so hang on. So please subscribe to my channel, CHER&CHARLIES Personal Crafts, Mickley. Please like this video. Look at my beautiful dog. Is he adorable or what? If you met him, you would love him too. So thank you for watching, and please come back soon, and hello to all my friends, and let's see if we can find Charlie. There he is. He's in Grandmom's bedroom. He's like, please let's go to bed. I'm tired. Say goodnight, Charlie. We go night-night. Grandmom's going to go night-night. Say thank you for watching. We love you. Thank you, everyone. Take care and God bless.